Hey y'all, welcome back to Real Raw and Sweet Tarot. If you are new here, welcome. If you are a returning member to the Soul Tribe, welcome back. Scorpio, this is your reading. We're hopping right into it today. Y'all pre-intuition thing, I did give y'all the same as Aries. Blacking out, blackouts, blocking out things that you're trying to forget, or blocking out things that you're not supposed to ignore could be significant. Yeah, and I was also telling Aries, this is the first time I felt like the pre-intuition for both of y'all was because it really is. But anyways, we're going to start off with an Akashic Records card. We'll bring you closer to your North Node, to your soul's purpose, okay? So let's see, for Scorpio. That one popped right off the bat, soar. Okay, let's take some time to sit with the artwork. Love that, love that. This is kind of like taking a leap of faith before I even read it. You're being asked to stop dimming your own light, period. And it really does say period. It's time for you to come out of the shadows and let your authentic self roar. Fly high, dear one. Okay, yeah, so this is kind of giving me Queen of Wands energy, like expressing yourself how you truly want to. For my men out there, King of Wands. Just being like the charmer that you really are, but also soar and fly high to your authentic self. So I feel like if you have been like, and I'm not saying this like you're fake or your character is fake, but if you feel like you've been putting on a front for certain people, like playing happy, and you don't really want to do that, don't do that. Like if specific things you are doing is holding you back from what really makes you feel like you, those are the things that it is time to release. So yeah, I love this card. All right, so let's see what lies beneath for Scorpio. What's being hidden in the shadows? Like what needs to be known? What needs to be seen? Let's see. What lies beneath for Scorpio? What's being hidden? What do they need to know, see here? What's being hidden from Scorpio? Y'all, like, everything just feels so intense. Do you see how, like, swift the cards are flipping over? I always pay attention to that, honestly. Sometimes things can be a fluent shuffle. Sometimes things could take really long to come out, as if like somebody's trying to block the messages, or they could come out like quick, fast, and in a hurry. So I don't know if some of you guys could be fast talkers. Somebody that you're involved with can either get worked up really quickly, or they could be like really fast within their movements and how they do things, or how they judge things as well. We have hater here. Somebody could wear glasses. They don't have to. That's a hater. But I do always like to make it a point with this hater card. It is red, connected to your root chakra, which leads you back to your childhood. So there could be a hater in your life that stems from your childhood, somebody that you've known since you were a kid. Check yourself. Aries also just got this in their reading. So that's what I'm saying. Like, you and Aries reading are just resonating off the rip already. So even if you are not involved with the Aries, you may have Aries somewhere in your chart. It could be your moon or your rising, or just somewhere within your 12 houses. You need to go watch Aries reading, just period. Check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's what I always say. Have game over. More red. This is all connected to your root chakra. Like, things that were instilled with you, things that you have learned, your childhood, any like trauma. Yeah, this reading is already going to be deep, and I already see it. Putting on a show, tired of drama, fulfilling a fantasy, Queen of Cups in the reverse, King of Cups in the reverse, divorce, breaking a contract, and last but not least, already knowing the tea. We have an 8-card spread here. The angel number 8 is connected to power and authority, so maybe some of you guys are finally like stepping into your power in a way, but this is deep. And already knowing the tea, I didn't line it up right correctly at first, but that's coming out above divorce. So somebody could already know that something is going on. Maybe you're divorcing somebody, or somebody is divorcing you. But I feel like somebody is in the background and they already know what's going on. This could be an outside source, a third party, or that person has already made their mind up and they know what they're going to do. So they're just like sitting back and watching how things play out. What's hater for Scorpio? Who's a hater? What they hating on? What's wrong? What's the problem? Who's hating on Scorpio? Somebody always mad. It's like giving like weird energy. I actually hate when the hater... I hate when the hater card comes out, because why be a hater when you can improve yourself? There's no reason to hate on somebody if you're not jealous. So that gives an envious person. 3 of Wands in the reverse with the Knight of Wands, Sagittarius energy. This could be a Sagittarius, an Aries, or a Leo. You see how they just tried to mess up my throat chakra? Like, let's get it together. Yeah, y'all. So, somebody could see that you are exploring like options of traveling, or that you're trying to like grow or progress in some type of way in your life. And that's what they could be hating on with the Three of Wands in the reverse. You're able to explore. Some of you guys could be travelers. You could travel a lot. The Knight of Wands, you could always be like switching up how you do something within your life. Like this week you're working here and you'll end up loving the job, end up working there for 3 years. And then the next week after that, you're like, oh my God, I just started my own business. I feel like you're always doing something, always exploring your other options and how your life can elevate and go from where it used to be last year or where it used to be a month ago. You're always trying to elevate and be better. And somebody's hating on that. Just simple. It definitely could be a Sagittarius or any fire sign, like I said. Anything else with hater? Anything else they feel like they need to get off their chest? What else with hater? Y'all, people like this, I really don't be trying to get this time of day. Yeah, the Star in the reverse. Somebody sees that you get attention. Somebody also could be hating on your faith. Like, you can have a really high faith when it comes to situations in your life. Like, I know everything's going to work out for me. So somebody could be a very pessimistic thinker. Like, why do you always think so positive? Which is really an odd thing to say. I get life could be frustrating sometimes, but that's how this person thinks. Like, why are you always so positive? How does your faith always remain so high? Like, Scorpio, how are you always like this or maintaining this? Or Scorpio, how are you always gaining attention? How are you always in the limelight? Some of you guys could be in the public eye. Like, you could have a public job, or you could really just surface on social media a lot. You could be popping on social media. Swear to God. A fucking influencer. And there go my nose itching for double confirmation. Some of you guys really could be popping on social media. And that's also Aquarius energy. There could be an Aquarius that's hating on you. What card caught that? Too nice. 5 of Wands here. Whoever this hater is, you guys are arguing right now. Or you have argued already. There's been a lot of back and forth. There's been a lot of tension with this person as well. What else with the 5 of Wands? And then we're going to move on to the next card. Oh, the 4 of Cups. This is your energy, Scorpio. Yeah, you're emotionally unavailable when it comes to this person. I feel like you still don't really have much to say. You really still don't want to hear their feelings as well, because you see how the person is up here in the corner and they got their little seashell trying to voice their feelings to you. It's like, Scorpio, please listen. And you're like, hell no, my head is turned. My emotions are turned off, literally, like a light switch. I'm not playing. So, yeah. Whoever that person is, you're really giving them the cold shoulder at this time. And you're really trying to not like use your feelings when it comes to this person at all. The 4 of Cups card is also about not missing out on an opportunity. So somebody that is a hater that you did have an argument with, maybe they are trying to repent in some type of way, or trying to earn your forgiveness back, but you're still, like I said, emotionally reserved. You don't want to hear it. Which check yourself for Scorpio. Which check yourself. Y'all, Lord, oh Lord. The 10 of Cups in the reverse. And the 7 of Cups. The number 17 could be significant for somebody. It could be somebody's birthday. A lot of you guys could be falling back into the illusion of like options of people, or having hoes, as people call it, whatever the case may be. And kind of having a shattered dream about like marriage or children, or like the future, or like whatever your wish fulfillment is. Like, if you want marriage and not the children, whatever your personal wish fulfillment is, you're like, you are losing the faith in that in some type of way. Okay. And that's what's making you fall back into all these options of these people. You're like, I don't know if I'm ever really going to get married, or I don't know if I'm going to have the white picket fence and the whole family life and all that shit. I don't know if it's going to go that well for me. So I feel like I'm just going to keep my options open. That could be something else. Some of you guys could be involved with somebody. It could be another water sign. It doesn't have to be. But you guys could be involved with somebody, and there could be that doubt in your mind, and you're like checking yourself. Like, let me keep my options open. Let me still see what's out there. But I always like to make a reminder, the 7 of Cups are multiple options, but everybody isn't trustworthy. So this is a kind of be vigilant type of card. It's sure you got it. It's cool you got a lot of suitors. It's cool you got a lot of people that like you, Scorpio. I get it. I get it, honey. But all of them don't have your best interest at heart. All of them aren't aligned with you and what you want. So please keep that in mind. But don't let your whole dream of what you wish for in life to completely go out of the window, and go back into this, oh, I got hoes phase. Like, it's not good. I get that your dreams are shattered right now, or because you had an argument with somebody and you feel like, wow, we don't have the potential to be a happy family anymore. Yeah, that's why that's coming out with check yourself. Because Spirit is like, just because you had a setback, or just because you had a minor little like issue with somebody or something, don't completely just be like, I don't want to be married anymore. I don't want to have any more kids. I just don't want that happy future anymore. So I'm just going to have hoes, and that's what I'm going to do. And I'm going to just talk to as many people as I can and may the best one win, period. Because that's what I feel like. So that's why Spirit is kind of like, check yourself. I know you had an argument with this person, or I know your dreams got shattered because you thought you were going to be with somebody, but check yourself before you fall into the illusions of all these different people. Because one person over here, yeah, they may seem all fine or whatever, but they really a snake. This person over here, super, super good looking. They got all this nice jewelry, but you don't even know every piece of jewelry on their body they done stole from somebody. You get what I'm saying? So that's the check yourself. What's game over? What's game over for Scorpio? What's game over? I'm so tired of these cards falling off. The Temperance. Sagittarius energy. Yeah. Whoever that hater is, that fire sign, that Sagittarius, heavy Sagittarius energy, Aries or Leo, it's game over with them, because when it comes to this person, they don't know when to operate from their like light or when to operate from a dark side. And I feel like there's so much imbalance for you right there that you really can't take it. It's like one day this person is so sweet to me, and the next day they're cussing me the fuck out, making like a dark storm reign over my life. And we can't ever find that balance. We can't ever find that middle ground where we're both just accepting and acknowledging each other's feelings and moving past it. You're always feeling how you're going to feel, and I'm always going to feel how I'm going to feel. So what are we doing? Yeah, there's never that peace there with that person. So you're like, game over, the fuck, I'm protecting my peace, just period. 5 of Pentacles. This person, you could feel like left out by this person or abandoned by this person in some type of way, because they really left you or left you alone when you needed them most. You could feel like, oh, it's game over with this person because when you were really struggling, they didn't help you or they weren't there for you. A lot of number 5s here. Somebody's birthday could be the 5th. What's already knowing the tea? What's already knowing the tea? Who feels like they already know the tea? For Scorpio, already knowing the tea. The 5 of Swords, air sign energy, 6 of Cups, and the 7 of Wands. Let's hold it all up together, shall we? So there could be a family member. It could be the family member, a family member. The 6 of Cups, that already knows the tea. And I feel like the 6 of Cups is also about nostalgia and memory. So you could have a family member that is like thinking of memories of things that you could have possibly been through. This 5 of Swords, feeling like you have to keep putting up a fight for people. Yeah, there is a family member that already knows how much you've put up a fight and how much of a challenge and a struggle it is for you to keep having something going. Yeah, this is crazy. The 7 of Wands and the 5 of Swords coming out. It's like, no matter what, you keep putting up this battle. You keep putting up this fight. And it's like, the effort is so one-sided. 5 of Swords card is also a reminder that it's not worth the battle. You've done all that you can. It's time to have a ceasefire. That's what that really is. And I feel like this is you acknowledging that you already know that. Or this family member just knows and sees how much you have been through. So they always just witness that it's a continuous struggle for you. And I feel like whoever this family member is, Scorpio, they know that it's not worth the battle with this person that you're dealing with, or, you know, that friend that's a hater, whatever the case may be. What's putting on a show? Putting on a show. 2 of Pentacles in the reverse. You could be putting on a show for people, trying to not act like trying to act like you're not overwhelmed, but in reality, you really are. You could act like you adapt to situations really easy, but in reality, you have either really bad anxiety about it or you're very, very uncomfortable in a certain type of energy. And you could just be playing it off, putting on a show, like, let me act for y'all real quick. But in reality, I'm not adjusting to this so well. What else is the Two of Pentacles in reverse? The Two of Cups. Whoever you're in a connection with, whoever you're dating, this is a divine union. It is somebody you were supposed to meet, okay? And you guys have already confessed your feelings to each other, basically saying that. But yeah, the Two of Pentacles in reverse, somebody could be juggling you and somebody else, and they could be putting on a real good show, like y'all have the best connection in the world, but in reality, they're behind the scenes putting on a show for you and somebody else. That's that juggling energy. Yeah, look, and the Three of Swords in the reverse. There's a fucking third party here. And then here go the Ace of Swords. Clarity and truth coming out. King of Swords in the reverse. Aquarius energy. Page of Wands. This person could be on a dating app. This person could be a really freelance person. They explore options. This person could be a traveler. Okay, they could have been a lot of places around the world, or they aim to meet people when they go around the world and kind of like sleep around. Somebody really could be on dating apps. This could have been somebody you even met on a dating app. And the King of Swords in the reverse is a very, very reckless talker. This is somebody that's very impulsive in what they say. They're not really receptive to what you have to say. This is a person that likes to hear themselves talk. They don't give a fuck about the reply. They just want to get out what they have to say. And that's all that they care about. And it's crazy because somebody could put on a show and be super, super extra for you, but some of you guys are already in the recovery stage and healing from finding out about a third party. But for those of you that are just now finding out that somebody's juggling in between you and somebody else, you're having a huge breakthrough. There's a huge sense of clarity for you that literally like hits you like a bow and arrow. And you're like, hold on. This person is claiming to be in such a divine union with me, but they juggling with somebody else, telling them the same thing, putting on a fucking show. It's giving theatrical. It's giving you should be an actress or an actor the way you've been fucking playing. Just period. Yeah, and then the King of Swords in reverse. And you want to know something? Somebody that always tries to cuss you out or come off very, very defensive, it's because they're the cheater. And I feel like I done learned this from Steve Wilkos. I done learned this from real life. The accuser, 9 times out of 10, is always the cheater. Just period. What's tired of drama? I feel like that's your energy. We're not even going to do that. Honestly, seeing that, I can already tell. That's you. What's fulfilling a fantasy? That's this person. I'm telling you. Heavy air sign energy, Aquarius, Libra, Gemini. Yeah, and then the Hermit in the reverse. Somebody that hasn't learned their lesson keeps doing the same shit repetitively over and over again. So instead of like learning how to be alone and sitting with their thoughts and learning from themselves, like, wow, this is where I fucked up and this is the lesson from it. Somebody don't learn the lesson and they keep repeating it. So yeah, Spirit is going to keep tapping that ass and they're going to keep teaching them over and over again because all they keep doing is lying. They're trying to fulfill a fantasy that's yours and not theirs. Don't live up to my expectations. Do what you truly, genuinely want to do. Don't fill and fake a facade for me. And what's divorce? What's divorce? Because this is a mess. A mess. Yeah, 6 of Swords. Moving on peacefully. So this is what I'm saying. And this is the air sign energy. So I don't know if this air sign is feeling like, I'm just going to be a lot more peace. I'm going to be a lot more at peace if we break this contract, if we get this divorce, if we break up, whatever the case may be. Because the 6 of Swords could also be your energy. You're just moving on peacefully because you see that somebody doesn't learn the lessons. Somebody could be, like I said, juggling in between you and somebody else. Third party situation. And you're just like, fuck this. I'm going to just move on peacefully. No words. Because I thought we were in a divine union. So the fact that you were juggling me and fulfilling a fantasy that I thought you wanted to, that's fucked up. It's going to be a feeling of betrayal here. And that's why you're going to want to move on. Yeah, the 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody could be trying to steal your inheritance. Somebody could be breaking some type of like law when it comes to finances as well. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. Somebody hasn't mastered their ways. Mastered the right way of doing things. The correct way of doing things. Also, the Ten of Pentacles in reverse. I feel like your ancestors are witnessing something about this person that you don't see. What else with the Ten of Pentacles in reverse? Ace of Pentacles in the reverse. The number 11 could be significant. Two of Cups and the Four of Cups. The number 6 could be significant as well. Yeah, something's just not growing. Something's just not happening or manifesting like somebody wanted. That's what it really is. I feel like somebody expected something to go a certain type of way. Maybe even when it came to your finances or within your family or something like that. Anything. I feel like they expected something and they didn't get it. And now they don't have the opportunity to create it anymore. Just period. With the Ace of Pentacles in reverse. Also, this person could have just lost a job. They could have got fired. This person could be broke. I feel like their finances could be all type of fucked up. Ace of Wands. Some of you guys could be pregnant. I sincerely hope not. But especially if it's by this person, just because like I wouldn't ever want anybody to be pregnant by somebody that's also juggling with somebody else, because what if y'all's both pregnant at the same time? Can you say a mess? No. But this is also the birth to a new idea. So there could be something new that's being instilled within you, Scorpio, and you could be like, I'm ready to be an entrepreneur. I'm ready to dive further into something that I really like, a hobby that I really like. Yeah. And then your major arcanas. Yeah, ooh, and then look, you got the Emperor in the reverse. Whoever this person is, they're controlling as fuck. Controlling as fuck, and they could be very, very abusive, physically, mentally, verbally. It doesn't matter. We're not even going to harp on them anymore. Your major arcanas are the Fool and the Hangman. It's time for you to look at life from a new perspective and look from a new way of thinking. How you used to think, don't operate that way in 2026. Hell, even for the rest of the month. It's time for you to sacrifice that old way of thinking so you can blossom into this new life, this new beginning. Coming out with the Fool here. You want to embark on this new exciting journey. It's never going to happen for you if you keep thinking the same. If you keep looking out of the lens that you've looked through all year, your 2026 will look the same as 2025. And that's just period. Scorpio, this was your reading. I hope it helped. I hope it resonated some type of way. And I'll see you guys next time. Bye. Love y'all.